shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To start the drive. Hayes, complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Scott. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Hayes. That's caught by Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Velus Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
7 yards there and a first down. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Herbert now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This defense for the Pats, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. On 1st down, Hayes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the carry, this is Scott.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of
and the pass to Henry is intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Hayes. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. They'll run with Scott, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try, and this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, football down the field looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They go with the slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
To throw on second down. Hayes. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Hayes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Chargers 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down is on here as they try to get 3 before half. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. I think a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They've gobbled up deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man complete. It's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game. The Pats at the line ready to go. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Scott. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on second down. Hayes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He's got room at the 30. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 59 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And it will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Second down at 4.
Back to throw. Hayes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. Herbert on first down now. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again. Here the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Scott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, running left is Harris. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on 3rd down. Hayes. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Again, it's Taylor.
Room here to run.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Herbert going to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On second down now. It's Scott, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. From the gun on third down, Hayes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Herbert. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Patriots, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor. In the trenches like a war, if they wanna give them more. When I touch down,